Hey there, it's Diane Forster. How are you? Welcome to this week's edition of Love It, Thank It, Bring It. This is our live weekly webinar series where we take on one new topic each week and we talk about how that's showing up in your life and how to turn that around with 3 steps to make it work for you in your life, whether you're aware of it or not, and to create a life where you're living more intentionally in every area of your life, every day of your life. So I'm really excited about this week's topic because what we're going to talk about is learn how to flow. So we are now in, let me see. Oh, this is our 21st episode in the series. So I'm really excited. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Good to see you. I'm really excited that we're 21 weeks into this series and it's been so fun for me and I hope so great for you that you guys are getting a lot of value out of it. I mean, the feedback I get is great. So I just wanted to say that I love doing it. And if you're new here and you've never seen any of these episodes, they're all available on YouTube. And it's on my channel, I Have Today with Diane Forster. So feel free to go back and binge watch. You don't have to watch them in any order, but they do all weave together and work together. So it's just a great resource to see how this work really works in your life and how you can really benefit from living the I Have Today way very, very intentionally. So what I did for this week is the topic is called Learn How to Flow. And no, ladies, it's not that once a month thing that happens to us physically. Flow is something different. So what is flow and how does it affect your life? The way I'm referring to it is it's the releasing of resistance. And that is the buzzword of the night, resistance. That's what we're going to get rid of in our lives. That's what's blocking so much of it. But it's releasing of resistance, negative energy, and uninspired action, which I'll talk about a lot later on, but uninspired action and allowing your life to just unfold each moment and of every day and allowing the universe to guide you and provide for you to every single thing you want. So that's really what the definition of flow is. So whether you realize it or not, the universe is guiding you anyway. So are you paying attention to that? You may as well create awareness of it and pay attention to that. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to help you create awareness of that. So fun. So when you learn and you understand flow and the way it works and you release the resistance, man, does your life get fun. It gets so much better. It gets richer. It gets happier. It gets more peaceful. It gets more fun. It gets more spontaneous. It gets more energized. It's incredible. We think everything has to be a struggle, and that is not the way it's designed. It is truly the way we're supposed to be living, in the flow. Okay. So when I'm working with clients and I help them to clear away their blocks, their blockages and negative talk and emotions and thoughts that are really not serving them. And I help them to look at things differently than they did the way before. And that process creates massive rapid results for them, which is so, phenomenal to watch, but it's because they follow the processes and that they want the changes to happen. They really want them to happen. That's why what I teach them works, because they're willing participants. They don't want to be stuck where they are anymore in their patterns any longer. And that includes their relationships. Most of my clients have issues around relationships, not all of them, but many, many, many of them. So I want to talk to you about this and how this shows up in relationships, just to cite an example, okay? So in a relationship where there's struggle, 99.9999999% of the time, it is because there is resistance. One or both people is fighting for their viewpoint, and it is all ego-based. It's laced with ego there. They're not coming from an open-hearted place or a heart-centered place. They're coming from the ego mode. And that causes rift and a friction between them. So what they're trying to do is get their perspective out to one another. So the tension between them causes resistance. They don't want to hear the other person's point of view. You know, they can't because they're stuck in that resistance state. And then there's no way the relationship can flow under these conditions. There's just no way you can. You know, it's like beating your head against a wall. And I know I have been there, and I'm certain some of you have. Hey, Daniela. Hey, Elaine. I see you guys. Thanks for being here. And on Webinar Jam, if you're here and want to say hello to me, that would be great. Let me know that you're there. And anyway, let me get back to my train of thought here. So anyway, under those conditions, there's no way that the relationship can flourish, right? It can't flow under those conditions. So if there was a heightened awareness of flow, if we had a conscious awareness of it, and the way it works, it would make conflict resolution so much easier. Oh, hey, Morgan, thanks for being here. And it would make it so much simpler. It's so simple. It would make your communication and connection so much deeper if you understood how flow worked in your relationships and you dropped the resistance. Okay. The couple would realize it's not his way or her way. It's the way to communicate. And the way is flow, to let it go and flow towards the easiest, least resistant path. And I know some of you are going through some major stuff. I know you guys, I work with some of you guys. I know you guys professionally, and I know where I've been. And I know this sounds like, oh, it can't be that simple. But when you get in the practice of it, it really is. You will process through emotions so much faster when you learn how to flow. All right. So how can we equate this to our relationships and the way it's working within the universe? Here's how. Time is only moving in one direction. We're only going forward, right? The earth is only spinning one way. The river only runs downstream, right? So think about that visual in your mind, and that's the way we're supposed to be moving. Always. And when you're struggling in a situation with anyone or anything, you are fighting the flow. You're letting the ego get in the way, and the universe is trying to let in what it is you want because you've asked for it. It's already out there. The universe already knows what it is you want, but the universe can't get in. You can't let it in. It cannot come because you are literally blocking the path of flow directly to you. Okay. So ask yourself, am I in the flow? When you're in that struggling situation, or you're arguing with someone, or you're fighting with your boss or your kid or your teen, or you're struggling with something at work, something's not working, ask, am I in my flow? Am I in the flow? Okay. So flow allows you to release and let go of the outcome of somebody else's agenda. Take that sentence in and write it down. If you're taking notes, write that sentence down. Flow allows you to release and let go of the outcome of somebody else's agenda. It's a beautiful thing. You're not in control of them anyway. You know my EED process, breathing, praise. I talk about this all the time, right? So flow lets you trust the higher power, whatever you believe in, God, universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, trust in the higher power and trust that it is all working out for you, because I promise you that it is. It is. Even if you can't see it in this moment, trust that it is. And here's how you can practice this. So what I want to do, I'm going to give you the 3 steps right now. And the step 1, I want you to do this exercise with me. Now, I've done this at a workshop. I've done this with some clients one-on-one. Even if you've done this before, do it again because it's worthwhile doing. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Elaine. Right? Doesn't that make so much sense? Oh, hey, Ted. Hey, Ted, Stephen, Lisa, Glazer joined. That's a whole lot of names. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's do this together, you guys, all right? What I want you to do is kind of sit in a comfortable position, or if you're laying back, stay in a comfortable position, and I want you to simply close your eyes. I'm not going to close my eyes for this because I want to be able to read my notes here and do what I'm doing, but I want you to do this, okay? Oh, hey, Mar. All right, so it seems silly, but let's do it. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take in a deep breath and hold it for a second, okay? So breathe in for the count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let it out for 8 seconds like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Really hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you should feel like a little bit of a deflated balloon in your stomach, but you should definitely be in a more relaxed state. If you are, if you can give me a thumbs up, I know your eyes are closed, but let me know that you're good and that we're good with one breath. If you want to do this exercise with more, feel free to do more. Sometimes I do up to 4 breaths, okay? Now, while you're sitting there with your eyes closed and you're relaxed, I want you to imagine that you are at your 80th birthday party, okay? You're 80 years old. I don't know how old you are, but imagine, go forward. You're now at your 80th birthday party. You are surrounded by people who love you. They're there celebrating you. They're honoring you. You are so happy and joyful in this moment. And you are taking in all the love and the affection that everyone is bestowing on you and pouring on you in this moment. And it feels amazing. And as you're sitting there in love and gratitude, you're now going to look back on your life. Look back on your life, and in that moment, you realize that everything you ever wanted has come true for you, and you have been living an extraordinary life, and dream after dream after dream has come true. You've lived a happy, fulfilling life, and you realize in this moment you have never had to worry about anything in your life. All your wishes and dreams have come true. It's been such a beautiful journey with more to come. You're excited about what's still in front of you. Yes, Yvonne, I will be at your party. I promise you, if you'll be at mine. Okay? And then you're happier than you've ever imagined. And you wish in this moment, as you're looking back at your life, that you didn't waste all that time worrying about things, being resistant to things, putting up blocks against things, that it was all always okay, and it was all always working out for you. And in this moment, at your 80th birthday, you feel perfect love. You feel completely whole. You feel amazing. And you are just in your bliss right now. Just enjoy this for one more moment. I want you to take a breath and open your eyes and feel how amazing you feel in this moment. It's phenomenal. I want you to take this practice and have this be your go-to practice when you are fighting your flow. Go to your 80th birthday. Close your eyes and go to your 80th birthday. Live in that moment. Realize that you have never had anything yet ever had to worry about, fret about, or stress about, or have resistance against, because it's all always been okay. All right? So that's step number 1. Please let me know how this process is working for you. I do this all the time. I actually go to my 100th birthday, but I picked 80 because some people don't believe that they'll live to 100. I fully believe that I'll live to 100. So I go to the 100th. All right. So now that's fun exercise 1. Oh, hey, Donna and Glenn. I know you guys are there. I love you, miss you. I love all you guys for being here. Okay, here's step number 2. This process I got straight out of the book, Ask and It Is Given. This is by Esther Hicks, channeling Abraham Hicks, okay? If you don't know who that is, you're gonna have to Google it. I'll have a link to it in my blog, or you can email me at info@Diane Forster, and I will give you all the information for the book. I don't have it because I loaned it to a client of mine, so she's reading it right now. But here's the process. Are you ready? All right, I want you to take out a piece of paper. Now, wait, before I get into that, let me just tell you, I don't know if you guys remember this. If you're new here, I showed this book a couple weeks ago. We were talking about setting intentions and outcomes and creating dreams and everything. This is just a plain spiral notebook I have. And I wrote on the cover, I get everything I want. And then I wrote thank you and gratitude. And this is my dream book, my wish book, my goal book. You know, I put everything in here. And I journal in here, and I put list of gratitude, positive aspects, all sorts of things in here. People that I'm grateful for, and then the list of the reasons why I'm grateful for them. So if you don't have a book like this, get a book like this. I know Morgan's on the webinar here, and Morgan has Diane Forster book. She has a whole book dedicated to me. She told me she keeps all her notes in there and she follows the practices and exercises, but it's all in one place. And what an honor. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. But this is a great tool for you to keep all the teachings that we do together in one central place so that you have it all. But okay, so let me go back to the exercise. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle of it. Then again, this is called the Placemat exercise, and straight out of the book. I think it's process, I don't know which one. She said you're welcome. Okay, so on the left-hand side of the page, I want you to write things I want to do and enjoy doing. All right, things I want to do and enjoy doing. Then on the right column, I want you to write things I want the universe to do for me. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, this works. This stuff works. Okay, now on this side, let me give you an example of what I did here. So I started one here to just give you an idea of the way this works. So I'm planning a live event in February. I want all of you to come. You must come. It's going to be in San Diego. It's called I Have Today to Have It All, and it's going to be a transformative, life-changing event. So mark your calendar, February 16, 17, 18, okay? Details for that to come. But what I did is I wrote the things that I want to do for the event and then the things I want the universe to do for me. So I wrote, for the live event, I want to create all the content because that's what I love to do, and it's 3/4 of the way done anyway. I want to pick out the music. I want to find the speakers, and I want to create all the products for sale for it. Now, what I wrote on the other side for the universe to do for me is I want the universe to find me a dynamic event planner, okay? I want them to find the venue, fill the venue, find the staff, including the volunteers and the AV personnel, etc., and then find somebody to market for me. You know, those are all the hard things, but okay, so is the universe going to drop all that stuff in my lap? Yes, in a way. No, not physically, but here's the part that I want you to pay attention to. So you can do this list for anything and everything that you want, okay? So the reason why I want you to do this is once you do all that and have that list, then you got to let it go and go with the flow. And by that, I mean, let the universe go to work to put all those components together for you. And this is a very important part of it. Now you got to pay attention. Pay attention to the email you get. Pay attention to what shows up in your mail. Pay attention to the song you hear. Pay attention to the introduction to somebody that shows up. Pay attention to all the little signs that are coming to the phone call you get out of the blue from somebody. All of that are the signs the universe is communicating with you. Okay, so pay attention because that's the way the communication works. I had a conversation with somebody today who I'm thinking about doing business with. And this guy does rock yoga. I mean, he stacks rocks, stones. You know, those of you who are familiar with that know what I'm talking about. So here's a sign I got from the universe that I should work with him. I went for a walk mid-afternoon today at the beach. I just got out of the office at 3 o'clock, beautiful day. It's 80 degrees here, sun is shining. I went for a walk on the beach and I walked by 6 stacked rock sacks. 6 rock stacks. So rock art was right in front of me. I went, all right, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Pay attention to the signs. That's the way it works. Okay. Yes, I did. Anyway, I'm communicating with Morgan on here. Yes, I did speak to him today. What a sign from the universe, right? Okay. So this is a phenomenal practice. So please, I'm going to have this. If you're not getting the notes on this, go to my blog at dianeforster.com because I'll have it all in here, or email me at info@dianeforster and I'll make sure to get you a PDF, okay? Or certainly watch the replay, either on Facebook or here at Webinar Jam, all right? So use this process to powerfully manifest things into your life. I do all the time and it works like a charm. All right, now step number 3, the final step is to let the flow go and let the flow come into your life and to go with the flow. For those of you who are just joining, that's what we're talking about. The topic is learn how to flow. All right, so the final step is to follow your inspired action to the point of least resistance. Now, what I mean by that is this. This may sound lazy and unproductive because I'm telling you, if you've got a deadline or you know, an agenda or something that you have to do and you don't feel inspired to do it, you feel like reading a book or taking a walk or picking up the phone and calling somebody or taking a nap, I'm going to tell you to go take the nap and go do all of those other things. And don't do anything when you're not in inspired action, because the productivity level won't be there, the quality won't be there, the results won't be there. It won't be the finished outcome that you want it to be. So I'm telling you to do that because you need to follow the flow. I know this for sure, and you know this too. Whenever you actually do have a deadline, you know you get it done. You get it done when you need to get it done. But don't ever do anything when you're doing it in a struggle and if there's resistance, because that means you're not supposed to be doing it at that time. Follow that path of least resistance. Follow that flow of energy, the least amount of resistance in your life. And I'm telling you, when you do have the inspired action, it's going to happen this fast. You'll get it done so fast and it'll be beautiful. And let me give you an example for how it worked. This webinar tonight. About a week ago, I was walking on the beach and I was thinking about this topic, and all of a sudden it came to me, the whole webinar, what the content, everything that I wanted to say, and the 3 steps just flew into my mind. So I had my phone in my hand and I audio recorded the entire webinar in 20 minutes. Okay. It took me 20 minutes to do this webinar versus 2 to 3 hours of me sitting and struggling and, trying to get it done and sitting there writing it down and waiting to be inspired with it and struggling through it. So that's what I mean by inspired action. So when you feel the inspiration, act on it right away. But if you're not feeling it, don't act on it. It's the wrong time to do it. Allow the flow to come. So do whatever is going to make you feel better at the time, whether that is, like I said, reading a book, taking a walk, picking up the phone, taking a nap, anything and anything, cleaning your office, go make something to eat, something else that's going to alleviate that resistance and that uninspired action in the moment. Okay. So follow your flow and do what you feel like doing and trust that the inspiration will come and you will meet your deadline, because you will. You'll get it done whenever you need to. This is so easy, yet people do not do this. They beat themselves up for being quote unquote lazy and unproductive, which is so contrary to the truth. You're only supposed to be doing things when you do have inspired action. It's not supposed to be up against resistance. So that's the 3rd step in learning how to flow. So remember step number 1, do that imagery, go to your 80th birthday party, that celebration, and just enjoy and reflect back on your life that all your dreams came true, because they did, and stop the worrying and the resistance. And then the second one was the placemat exercise, where you list the things that you want to do and then the list of things you want the universe to do for you, and just allow and pay attention to all the signs. And then the last one was to follow your inspired action and the point of least resistance. Okay. So I always give you 3 affirmation statements. Here they are. Here's the love it statement. I love the way my life flows with ease. I love the way my life flows with ease. My life flows with ease, man. Let me tell you. It's because I understand flow, and I want you to learn flow too. Thank it is, I am grateful for the graceful flow of my life. I am grateful for the graceful flow of my life. And bring it is, I know how to flow, so abundance and happiness pour all over me. I love that. I know how to flow, so abundance and happiness pour all over me. These affirmation statements are really powerful too. And this is why we do 1 topic a week. I give you three exercises, steps to implement into your life for that week. And then I give you those affirmation statements. And when you're doing affirmation statements like this over and over again, it's getting into the subconscious and it's rewiring and reprogramming, and it works. So if you're not feeling the flow, the answer should be no, okay? So learning how to follow your flow will guide you to following your bliss. So please go with your flow. All right, here's our quote for this week. And then I want to tell you about the offer because it ties into the affirmations that I just talked to you about. Okay, my quote is from Rainer Maria. And she says, may what I do flow from me like a river, no forcing and no holding back, the way it is with children. Isn't that beautiful? That's the way it's supposed to be. So we need to go with the flow. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you guys, I have a couple questions for you. How How are you doing with your fears? I know I did fears a couple weeks ago, and I want to know how you're doing. Do you still have fears that you're dealing with and challenged with? And do you wish you had a way to get fear out of your life? Fear, doubt, worry, shame, guilt. Release yourself from things from the past, all of that stuff. Are you afraid to take risks? Do you have difficulty meditating and being quiet with your own thoughts? Are you carrying around painful memories from your past, like a ball and chain? And do you wish you could quiet the negative chatter in your mind? Do you wish you felt more peace, joy, love, happiness, fulfillment? And do you want more confidence, focus, and direction? Do you wish you had a tool that could help you develop all these skills? Well, if you answered yes to this, then I got something for you. And people have been buying this up. This is the last time I'm offering it at this price. I'm telling you, it's my personalized morning mantra plus a session with me. And what you get with me is you get a one-on-one session. We talk about all your fears, your doubts, where you lay it all out for me. You give it all to me. Not only the negative stuff, but the things that you want in your life as well. You tell me everything. And what I do is I create a personal mantra for you. It's anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And it is customized for you based on everything that you have. They are so powerful, and I'm doing them like crazy for people. But I wanted to give the offer out one more time because it's valued at $850. A session with me and the time for me to do this and get it to you is $850. I'm doing it on the webinar for $84. It says regularly $197. We just raised the rate to $297. So you get it for $84, but I'm only offering it live on this webinar. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Elaine's on here recommending it on Facebook. She has one. And she, if you don't mind me saying this, Elaine, she had a broken bone and thought she was going to have surgery. And I did this for her. She went to the doctor a week later. No surgery needed. I mean, this stuff works, right? So anyway, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for saying all that. I love it. So anyway, if you want it on Facebook, if you're there and you want it, you need to send me a message. Send me a message. I want you to email me at info@DianeForster and tell me personalized mantra and session. And I'll reach out to you. I'll know that it came from there. You can also put a comment in the link, but I would prefer an email so I can get you all the information much quicker and much easier because, like I said, it's only live for now. So anyway, that is my offer for you. And give yourself the gift of stopping all that noise, those blockages of fear and anguish and resistance, and learn how to flow. I mean, I can also teach you how to flow in this as well. So anyway, that is my offer for you tonight. And that is our webinar for tonight. And I see your message, Laura. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much. But please learn how to go with the flow and implement these tools. Follow this practice and use it for the week and watch how the positive momentum builds in your life and keeps thrusting you forward. And you have these magnificent shifts in your life. They're small and they're subtle, but they create such a higher level of awareness and happiness. So it is my privilege to be here and to do this for you. I do it all for you in service of you because I love you all. So next week's topic is this: forgive yourself for quitting. This is going to be powerful because I know the guilt and shame that people have for quitting things, and I am going to release that. Pull the lid off of that and banish that stuff forever. We're going to clear it and get rid of it. So that's the webinar for this week. And I love you all for being here. If you want the personal mantra, reach out to me. Get it while you can, okay? And click on the link here on Webinar Jam. I see you guys. And on Facebook, you can write me a comment in there, or please email me at info@DianeForster.com. Okay. Oh, I got another request. All right, I see it. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Take care. Please don't keep me a secret. Please share me with anyone in your life who could use this work and this material. I am happy to help. I mean, anyone stuck, depressed, suicidal, looking to change their life, looking for richer relationships, any of that stuff, please send them my way. I'm happy to help them and support them. All right. On that note, I'm saying goodbye. Love you again. Take care. Bye-bye.